It's Latoya McBean Pompey. I'm an immigration lawyer in New York and also the founder of Smart Immigration Academy. In this video, I'm going to talk about Form I-944, which is the Declaration of Self-Sufficiency, and hone in very specifically on the income requirements. And actually, I'm going to share my computer screen with you guys shortly and walk you through the form to show you the types of questions that the government is now asking folks who are going through adjustment of status under our new public charge system. But before I do so, I just want to take a second and say thank you so much for watching this video and other videos and for sharing my content with your family, friends, and everyone. I'm so happy to be part of this process with you at such a historic time in our country. And so without any further delays, let's get right into it. So friends, Form I-944, which is the Declaration of Self-Sufficiency, went into effect on February 24th, 2020, which is the start date of public charge here in the US, and then also public charge rules that the Department of State has created. It also went into effect on the same day. And so I'm going to do another video down the road about the State Department's form, which is the DS 5540. But in this one, I'm specifically going to hone in on the I-944. So I'm going to share my computer screen with you guys, and I'm going to walk you through this form. So here we have the Declaration of Self-Sufficiency. It's available on USCIS's website. As you guys can see, it's 18 pages long, okay? And it has various parts to it. And the parts of this form, friends, are broken up or organized according to those 5 factors that I've been speaking about. I've talked with you guys about age, household size, health, and now we're on the 4th factor, which is income/assets and resources. So page 3 starts part 3 of page 3 goes right into the types of questions the government is asking around income. And so firstly, what I want you guys to understand, and I'm going to get a little closer here so that you guys can see this better, but the government is asking for information about you, the applicant, as well as your household member. So keep that in mind. They're combining your resources with your household member's resources to make a determination whether you are in fact self-sufficient or not. So the first thing that it's asking for is obviously your name or your household member's name, and then it goes right into the thick of things with respect to your taxes. The government now wants applicants of adjustment of status to submit tax returns. And so what it's asking for specifically is the total income from the most recent federal income tax return. And so what that means is that you're going to have to submit that along with your sponsor's tax forms as well, and then other household members' tax return forms. And so it says that, the form says that if you or your household members did not file, select the reason for not filing. And so it lists various reasons here, and then a nice little space here for you to put in an explanation for not filing. Now, if we jump down to page 4, it asks additional questions about where you've gotten your income from, right? So does any of your income or your household member's income, as reported on the federal tax returns, did that income actually come from illegal activity or some sort of illegal source, right? Does any of your income from the on your tax returns come from public benefits? And then it also asks you guys to get into a lot of details about income that you had received that is not reported on your income tax return. So the government wants to know where you're getting that money from, and and the amount that you're receiving. Page 5 goes into more, questions with respect to whether any of the above income again comes from an illegal source. And then here's the thick of it, right? On page 6, that's where we are now, page 6, it talks about assets and resources. And so here it's asking you to provide the names of, first of all, who holds the asset, very specifically, the type of asset that it is, and then the amount of the assets. So they're asking about your bank account, savings account, checking account, savings account, any sort of stocks, bonds, anything like that. Also, any real estate, any form of assets that you guys own. The government wants to know about it and the amount. It also wants to know about your debts, your liabilities. How much is your credit card debt? Your car note, how much more do you owe on your car? Do you have any tax debt, any personal loans, any mortgages? So you're going to have to put those dollar amounts here. And then here's the kicker, friends. The government now wants to know about your credit, okay? Do you have a U.S. credit report? And if so, they're going to want you to submit your credit report, okay, a copy of your credit report, as well as your credit score. They want you to put that number here. And if you have any negative credit history or a low credit score, you're going to have to provide an explanation for what happened. And you might be saying to yourself, wait a minute, Latoya, this is like, am I applying for a mortgage here? What is with this level of scrutiny? Why do I have to explain what happened to me in the past with my credit, or what's going on with my credit now? And the reason for this, friends, is that under public charge with this new system, the government is sizing you up to determine whether you're self-sufficient or not. And to make that determination, it wants to know whether you're bogged down in debt. Right? It wants to know what your income is, firstly, and then secondly, do you have a ton of debt that's weighing you down, that paints a good picture that you're really not self-sufficient? So it's looking into all these areas of your finances. It's also, question 14 also asks a question about bankruptcy. Have you ever filed for bankruptcy here in the US or in a foreign country? And then if you had filed for bankruptcy, you have to disclose what type of bankruptcy it was and the place where the filing occurred. All right. And so I'm going to stop here and just jump back on the screen here so that we can wrap this up. And so, friends, again, income is a big area, big area that's wrapped up in public charge. And so you're going to have to take time with the help of your lawyer. I would say let your lawyer do this for you, really. Let your lawyer do this for you, because this is a very complicated declaration. This is where we are right now, okay? This is the income section of Form I-944, and I'm going to go a little bit deeper into this whole income issue with you because it's a very critical area that you guys need to understand. And so stay tuned for my next video about income under our teaching on public charge. Friends, share this video with other people. Thanks so very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.